In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I made this.
It's just a matter of time before I stumble alive. I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. Wanna let it go, but I don't think I can.
Alright, so in FL Studio, what I did was I went ahead and I grabbed a guitar loop from Varsity Beats, and this is what it sounds like. And of course, I had to add in my prod tag, and this is what it sounds like in context.
That's a bummer.
After I found a guitar loop that I liked, I went ahead and added some effects to it, and this is what the effects sound like. And here it is again without the effects. And as you can see at the bottom here, I have 3 different Fruity Love filters. What they do is they basically add a variation to different parts of the song. So in the intro, this is what the guitar loop sounds like. And then in verse 1, this is what the guitar loop sounds like. Just so that I have enough room for my vocals to go and you can hear me clearly instead of just hearing the guitar. This is what the guitar loop sounds like in the hook. And there we go. It's literally just adding variations to it so it sounds different and it's not the exact same loop every single part of the song, you know? After I found the guitar loop, then I added a bass. This is what the bass sounds like. Before I started making the hook, I didn't have these little cuts here, but these little cuts are where the snare comes in, so whenever the snare hits, the bass will cut out. Then when I was done with the bass, I went ahead and I started laying down some drums. Here's what all of the drums sound like together. Here's what the drums sound like with the bass. So you can kind of tell where this 808 will fit in. Here's what the 808 sounds like. It's literally just following the same notes as the bass. Now with that being said, here's what everything sounds like together. As you can see here, I added a perk loop from Seam Spark Citrus drum kit, and this is what it sounds like. Well, this is it with the effects. Let me turn the effects on. It's gonna sound a little bit weird because the original BPM of it is 147 and I stretched it to 165, so it's gonna sound a little bit off. And I mainly added it just so that it can add a little bit of texture to the song, and this is what it sounds like in context. You can't hear it that well, but you can hear it when it hits certain parts of your ear, and I really like that. After I was done formulating the hook, then I went ahead and started arranging. This is where the build-up comes in. Of course, I had the guitar loop here first, then I added in the bass loop, and then the perk loop, and then I added a little 4-step kick thing, pattern, whatever thing. It's pretty basic, but this is what it sounds like in context. Yep, then I added this little drum fill, which was at first 160, but then I stretched it to 165. Fits pretty well. Usually I add rises and impacts at the very end of the song, which I did, but I'll just go ahead and show you now since they're here. This is what they sound like on their own. And this is what they sound like in context. Also, as you can see right here, I did cut out some of the parts here just so that it can transition a little better. This is what it sounds like without the transition. This is what it sounds like with the transition. It helps things glide a little bit better. Also, as you can clearly tell, I'm not that good at making beats. That's why I don't always make my own, but I've only been making beats for about like 5 months or so yeah. Anyways, other than the automation clips, I think that's pretty much it for everything else. The automation clips are literally just changing the sounds of the guitar, and and the audio ducks right here as a transition as well. This is what it sounds like. You can hear how it like starts to like fade out in this specific spot so that it can transition a little bit better into the build up. That's pretty much it for the beat. Now let's move on to the vocals. So for this song, I layered 3 vocals for the hook, and this is what they sound like.
I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. Wanna let it go, but I don't think I can.
The layers consist of a main vocal, a background vocal, and a higher vocal. Here's what they sound like by themselves.
I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand.
This is what they sound like without any effects.
I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. Wanna let it go, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad without the effects, so we're just gonna go ahead and put those back on. I believe for the main vocal, I used a yeet preset. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I used. Yeah, just letting you know. I don't know why, but I think alright. So for the background vocals, I used Eric Dewey ad-lib preset from Gunner, I believe. Yeah, this is definitely a Gunner preset. And then I have 2 presets that I created. Well, I didn't like fully create them. I think they're modifications of somebody else's preset. My bad. I don't remember whose preset it was, but I did modify it to like fit what I wanted. At the very last hook of the song, I added an extra vocal, which is this.
I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. Wanna let it go, but I don't think I can. Got you already know, but you don't understand. What you don't understand is I'll cherish you.
I had to turn it down a lot because I was kind of aggressive when I recorded it. This is what they sound like without any effects.
I'll be holding on to you, holding my hand. Wanna let it go, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Here are the beat cuts. Here's what the beat cuts sound like. There's the first beat cut, and then here's the second one. It's in the same place, but I added a little bit of something. I don't even know what I did. I'm not sure why I added these sounds in here, but it kind of fits, so I just stuck with it. Yeah, and this is what it sounds like in context. It kind of doesn't make sense, but it's just something a little extra, you know? I don't know. If you guys want to hear this song, it'll be in the description below. I just recently released it on an EP called Teen Anguish. If you want to support me or anything like that, click the link in the description below. It'll also be on all platforms, I believe, January 19th. If you guys want to hear this song, go ahead and check out that EP. It'll be in there, and maybe listen to the other songs if you want to. Hope you enjoy this video. Hope you have a good day or night, wherever you are. I don't know. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I gotta write some video, I already know the deal. Before I stumble